In the previous class, we were discussing about we have introduced you to the Python programming, which is one of the very powerful programming. Okay, so in your data science, right? So, so basically, uh, we deal with a number of in the previous class also we have discussed about your IDEs, cloud-based IDEs like your Jupyter, Colab and all, right? So we have written about small programming and all, right? So in today's class we'll try to introduce about your Python libraries. These are the basic fundamental libraries, okay? So where we'll be discussing in the next coming classes. So before getting into this Python libraries, first of all you should be able to understand what is the concept of your method in your Python. Okay, see, for example, in the previous class, okay, so you have written a method, right? Print method, right? So assuming that you are not from non-IT background, just I'm taking the classes. Okay, so let me just connect your Anaconda. Just bookmark this Anaconda. Okay, so every time you can't remember, right, user ID password, bookmark this Anaconda. So whenever you click on that bookmark, directly it will connect your server and it will project you the user interface. Okay, so now in the previous class we were discussing about a very simple program. Okay, so on your name, so others. So very simple program we have written how to add your two numbers. Okay, so basically here we are using some what you call the variable. Okay, some method called print. Okay, what is this print? So basically, if you talk about, this is nothing but your method, okay, or function or predefined methods. We call it as a predefined method. Okay, fine. So so basically, this is a predefined method or system defined method. We call method or function. Okay, so now what is a method or a function basically? Okay, so in your Python or any programming language, okay, so it is a piece of code. See, whenever you say print of z, what is happening here? Print of z, you are passing the z to this print method. Okay, so print is nothing but it is a set of code, reusable code actually. Fine, you have a set of code inside your print method which will execute when you call this print method. How can I call this method? Very simple, mention the name of the method in your Python, that's it. In C programming, that is different syntax. In your Python, just mention the name of the method, it will call. Okay, so and you are passing the argument in this your print method. Okay, so whenever you pass your argument in the print method, so basically a set of code gets executed and it will show you the output called 5. You are, as a data scientist, you are least bothered about inside the code of your print method, but you are more bothered about why you are using this print method. That's it. What is an output? That's it. You're not bothered about the inside code because you are not a Python developer. Data not a Python developer. Please remind, he is a data scientist. He must be able to understand certain predefined methods and use the defined methods. Okay, fine.
Yes.
So this is nothing but your method or a function in your Python. Okay, hope you understand method.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
now, like these methods, you have n number of methods in your Python libraries. Okay, fine. Python libraries. You have many. See, okay, before getting into the concept of Python library, I want to get into the concept of your college library, right? So when you get into a college library, okay, you have many departments, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
you have a CSE department, you have a triple E department, you have a mechanical department, right? In
Yes, yes.
CSE, when you go to a CSE department, you have many subjects like your C++. Instead of that, I can just mention it as a programming. Then it is okay. Then we have networking. Then we have database. Okay, like this we have many subjects. In your triple E, we have machines, we have transformers. Okay. Then mechanical thermodynamics, we have automotive. So basically, every subject, deals with what you call the, different, textbooks. For example, programming, we have C, C++, Java. Yes or no? Similarly,
Yeah.
machines, we have AC machines, DC machines. Now, these are, for example, if you talk about AC machine textbooks, it will talk only about AC machines. If you talk about DC machines textbook, it will talk about DC machines. For example, if you
Yeah.
talk about your C programming, it will talk about the C programming, C++, only C++. Now,
Mhm.
I can compare these subjects as user-defined functions or functions or methods in your Python. These
Yeah.
functions will be restored in something called as submodules inside your Python. These submodules are restored inside your modules. These modules are restored inside your library. This is nothing but a structure of your Python libraries. Okay,
Yeah.
so what is a Python library? You have a predefined set of modules. Inside that modules, you have a predefined set of functions. Okay, so we have four fundamentals Python libraries. Okay, Python libraries. Okay, which is used for your data manipulation operations. We have four fundamental Python libraries which are used not only for your data visualization, data analytics, it is also for your machine learning or n number of purpose. Okay. So if you talk about a particular, see, there are thousands of Python libraries. Okay. So, but if you see the full stack of your data science, okay,
Yeah.
what is the full stack of your data science? Your data analytics, your machine learning, your deep learning, your NLP, your generative AI. Okay, so every department deals with your Python libraries. Okay, so for example,
Yeah.
data analytics will deals with some Python libraries like Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib. Machine learning will deals with some Python library called TensorFlow, okay, or PySpark, okay, or even
Yeah.
okay. So even numpys, okay. So deep learning will deals with some libraries like say OpenCV, okay. So NLP, deals with some other libraries regarding your NLPs. Generative AI deals with some other libraries. So the concept is same. Okay, what is a library? Python library. It is it is a set of modules. Okay, so different modules you have. Okay, M1, M2, M3 are the different modules. Under these modules, you have again sub modules like S1, S2, S3.
Yes. Three.
Sub modules, you have different predefined functions. Okay, one function is used to open your CSV file and read data. One function is used to open your what do you call JSON file to read data. One function is used to open your PARQ file or to read data. One function is used to open your ORC files to read data. One function is used to remove the null values in your unstructured data. One function is used to delete the columns. Like this, okay, to do n number of manipulation operations, or one function is used to visualize your data in bar chart. One function is used to train your machine learning algorithm. One function is used to train your deep learning algorithm. So whether you want to manipulate the data, whether you want to, what kind of data you want to manipulate, integer data or character data, okay, whether you want to involve in some data transformation activities, whether you want to involve in some data visualization activities, that is, you want to perform certain EDA activities, exploratory data analysis activities, or whether
Yeah.
you basically train your machine learning model what you have developed for predictions, or whether you want to train your deep learning model. Okay, so it
Mhm.
basically it all depends. For every activity you have predefined methods or functions in your Python libraries. All these are basically the CSV, JSON, PARQ, or ORC. These are different file types to store some heavily unstructured data. Okay, so that we will discuss when we are discussing about your fabric data engineering and all. We'll discuss different types of how we can store your data. So far, you know that you have you started extracting only with the CSV files, but in real time, you store your files in the form of PARQ format or
Yeah.
ORC formats. Because, for example, if you go to Flipkart, okay, you have a lot of data which is stored in the clouds. So your Amazon cloud, AWS, they will store the data in your PARQ format. Never we use your CSV as well. Of course, we do that. Okay, rare circumstances. Fine. So
Yeah.
basically, there are a lot of transformations involved and all. So basically, these Python libraries, I can say they are very powerful, and a lot. Why they are powerful? Because a lot of predefined functions are used. Okay, to do and
Yes.
right? So far, we have used only your Power BI, which is a very sophisticated tool. It is like just opening your banana and eating. That's it, right? But never you have seen the coding. From now, you just see the coding. But believe me, it is very easy to understand. Okay, it is a normal nomenclature. As I told you, don't worry how print function is operating. Just worry about how basically like what is the use of print function, why it is operating. That's it. Hope you understood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is very important. So you do not worry about inside what is happening. Just we need to worry about okay what is the use. For example, if you want to read data from your CSV file, I have a function called read underscore CSV.
Okay.
Mention the file path here.
Mm-hmm.
I am very least bother about what is there inside this function. I am very least.
Yeah.
I am what is I'm bother about what is this actually. So it will read the data from the CSV
Yeah.
file.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay, as a data scientist, I will bother about that. I won't bother about how this operates and all. Okay, but that is not my work actually. Right? That is
Yes.
Python developer work. You are not a developer. You can't become developer. Okay,
Yeah.
you are a data scientist. Fine. Now, so as you mentioned, okay, so you can use your Anaconda assistants. So basically, to develop all these what you call it, programs, you never get a chance to write your program by your own. But however, you should understand basically what how this operates and all. So in today's class, just let me. So these things we have discussed. What is the Python method? Okay. So and then Python library. See, this is a concept of what is the method. It's nothing but a code which can be reused. Okay. So basically, you can reuse your same function to read your Amazon reviews file. You can reuse your same function to read your Apshala reviews files, Flipkart reviews files also. It can be any files, but you can use the same function. Basically, it's called code reusability. It's called as code reusability. Right. So basically, as we discussed, okay, these are the different departments in your what you call uh, I can say in data science field where you have data analytics. We use all these libraries, NumPy, Pandas, all these things basically. Okay, very few in machine learning. Again, all these libraries. Okay, so web
Yeah.
development, we are not into web development course. Okay, suppose if you go
Mm.
for web development, still we use Python. Libraries, data visualization, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and all. So okay, for natural language processing, we use all these libraries. Okay, image processing, we use all these libraries. Even for your network programming, we are not into this. Database administrator, GUI. For web scraping, we use these libraries. Okay. So basically, n number of libraries are used, for different purposes. Okay. So your data science is all about your Python libraries. Your data science is all about your Python. Right? But don't worry, it's not like completely you should spend your time in Python coding and all. If that is the case, no one would have been developed or deployed the projects on time. Yes or no? So the companies nowadays they are
Yeah.
not investing on the Python developers, they're investing on the no code technology. For example, your Microsoft Fabric is a no code technology. Just drag and
Yes.
drop.
Yes.
Just for example, if you want to read the data from your parquet file where it stores huge amount of data, just drag and drop. Okay, it will write the code for you. Okay, okay. So in the PySpark, it will only decide the language. You don't know. Okay, what language it will decide. Only that you should be able to understand what is PySpark and all. That's it. Fine.
Yeah.
So basically, you will enjoy the classes as we proceed. Okay, so it's like
Yeah.
driving a Maruti car. After that, if you drive a Benz car, how it will be like that. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Now, basically, so today we'll try to introduce about the pandas. See, we have many libraries. Okay, in your so these are all different libraries like data cleaner, matplotlib, numpy, dora, and number of libraries. But among industries, these libraries, pandas, matplotlib, numpy, and seaborn. Scikit-learn is in machine learning library. We'll discuss later. Okay, seaborn. Okay, seaborn. These libraries are very important. Okay, as we have
Okay.
libraries, what we call it as. Okay, so if you
Yeah.
understand this library, you can understand any other libraries. More or less syntax are same, right? So then what is this pandas? So they are using these are actually animals. They kept the animal names. Okay. So pandas is a software libraries written for the programming Python programming language for data manipulation and analysis. So you can manipulate your data, you get involved in data transformation. Okay, so you can extract your data, you can involve in data transformation, and you can go for your analysis also. So that
Yeah.
is your pandas. Fine. Okay. So how many methods? As I told you, your pandas is that is in order to perform this data extraction, that is EDA activities. We call it EDA activities. What is EDA? Exploratory data analysis. It involves extraction, transformation, loading. Extraction means
Mhm.
data, transformation data, that is cleaning, then loading to your data warehouse. Okay, these things we'll discuss in future classes. What is data warehouse? How to create your data warehouse? How to what is the lake house? How to create a lake house? Okay, what is the difference between lake house and all these things we'll discuss. Fine. So in order to perform these EDA activities, okay, we can do tools, but why we need programs? See, because see, which cannot be done by tools, we can do with help of your programs. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So of course your tools also will use the same programs in the backend, right? So as I told you, your Python is a set of your predefined functions. N number of functions are there in your Python. Sorry, pandas. Okay, what are
Yeah.
they? What are they? So they are these. You have a what you call a predefined method to sort the data. You have predefined a method to group the data, pivot the data, drop the column. Okay, if you want to see only first five rows head, if you want to what you call see the what you call the data type of your data set, D types. If you want to read the CSV, have okay. If you want to basically what is the shape of your data frame, you can merge your data frames. Okay, so basically
Yeah.
what type data type, if you want to convert from one data type to another data type, you use AS type. Okay, so all if you want to identify missing null values, you can do all these are very few what I mentioned here. There are thousands of defined functions which you can't remember in your lifetime. That is not my work to remember all these things.
Yeah.
These for my requirement, I take the help of your what you call the Anaconda assistance. Then I will decide what function I will use in order to, for example, if you want to read the data from CSV file, I'll use this read CSV. That knowledge should be there for you. Okay. If you don't know,
Yeah.
just type in your Anaconda assistance. It will suggest you. Then go for it. No one is expert in anything, right? Okay. So this is how. So what we do today, so in today's class, so let us write one small program to read the data from your CSV file. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So now let me get it your where we write this program of Pandas Jupyter notebook, right? So
Okay.
open Jupyter notebook, you know how to open your Jupyter notebook directly. I'm getting into that. Okay, so let me just delete all this. I don't want. Okay, so let me check whether your kernel is, see, this is your panel kernel. Okay. Whether it is working fine or not, just click on kernel, restart kernel. So basically sometimes what happens, because of internet issues and all, even though, you type your program, okay. So x is equal to y is equal to 4, print of, okay, x plus y. Sometimes it won't work because, okay, now it's working fine. Now your kernel is active. Here kernel is active. Suppose it won't work, sometime then you should restart your kernel. Okay, don't be scared.
Okay.
Restart your kernel. Suppose if you set
Yeah.
up the kernel, it won't work basically. Fine, the session gets stopped. Fine, now you are live basically. Now basically, what is the first? See, whenever you are using, see, these are all libraries. You are writing the Python programming to read the data from the CSV file using Pandas library. Okay, but your IDE Jupyter Notebook doesn't knows about your Pandas. Okay, first of all,
Yeah.
you should
Mm.
tell Jupyter Notebook that, see, boss, this is a Pandas. These many libraries are there. Please, I'm
Mm.
importing libraries to your Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so that is the reason why first, the keyword I can say the statement in your not only Pandas, you can take any libraries is import statement. So import Pandas as PD. Okay. For example, if you want to import the panda, what is that? The name it's very clearly that you are importing your pandas. So when you execute this, what happens? Simply I will tell import pandas. What happens? All your libraries, whatever there, all your predefined methods which are present in your pandas gets imported to your local system. Gets imported to your
Okay.
local
Look.
system. Okay, that is your Jupyter notebook. Fine. Okay, then your Jupyter notebook, oh, okay, it will come to understand that, okay, these are the methods, all these things are available in your pandas. Then how can I access that? For example, I want to access, so a function called read CSV. Okay, so I'll use
Mhm.
pandas dot read underscore CSV. Okay, method. So always a method is followed by open parenthesis, close parenthesis, because this method is present inside your pandas. Okay, inside your pandas. That is the reason why. How can I access that method, execute that method, trigger that method is using pandas keyword, pandas dot read CSV. Okay, when I say it like that, it gets triggered, it gets executed. Okay, you will call the function, then it goes to the function, it will read, it will execute the code that is present inside your read CSV, and it will come back and it will print the data. Okay,
Okay.
this is how it works actually, right? So
Mhm.
basic programming concepts. Now, every time I can't tell pandas dot read CSV, pandas dot null, pandas dot easy. Okay, no, I can't tell like that, right? So I
Yeah.
do something called as alias. So what I do, when I'm importing my pandas, I say import pandas as PD. Import pandas as
Okay.
PD.
So we can use PD
Yes.
instead of pandas.
Yes. So PD is used as an alias for this pandas. Okay. So instead of
Mhm.
pandas keyword, I use PD keyword, just PD. I can say PD dot read CSV. Okay. So it will work
Mhm.
basically. Okay. So always the first sentence, first keyword or first statement in your Python libraries, not only pandas. Suppose if you what you call working with your second library called NumPy. Okay, so just you want to insert cell, then import. Okay,
Fine.
NumPy as NP. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Anything you can use, even you can put others also, no problem. Fine, but just meaningful name NumPy NP.
Mhm.
NumPy is nothing but numerical Python. If you
Yeah.
feel if you want to perform data manipulation operations or ETL activities, okay, so on your numerical data, for example, like your matrices, arrays, and all, then you go for NumPy. Fine, there are a lot of mathematical numerical libraries available in NumPy, okay, where you can what you call perform n number of operations on your numerical libraries. That this is import matplotlib as okay empty whatever or
Mhm.
okay plt fine plot anything basically fine. So basically if you want to deal with your visualizations, for example, I want to visualize my data with the bar chart. So in your Power BI, what you did, just drag and drop, yes or no, very simple. But here it's not like that, you need to write a code. Fine. Of course we can write a code in your Power BI also to visualize your data, to extract your data, to do some transformations where we can avoid your Power Query editor. Fine. Okay.
Mhm.
Or even we can avoid your visualization bar. There directly we can integrate your Power BI to the Python server, and we can start doing the coding and start doing visualizations or performing EDA activities. I'll tell you how. Right. Similarly, if you want to import your CBON,
Yeah.
import CBON as SN. Fine. So this is how, based on your what you call
Okay.
the requirement, based on which type of library you use, you need to import that library first. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So, okay, before importing the libraries, okay, so let me check, let me check what is the version of the pandas we are using. So for that, get into your
Mhm.
pandas website, pandas. Okay, so get into your pandas website. So this is your pandas website where everything will get, you'll get your what you called documentation, everything, what
Okay.
not, free community, basically open source community. So project or everything will get for the sponsors and all. So basically if you see here, they are using 2.2.3 version. How to check
Mhm.
version in the pandas? Now you are not a Bruhaspati to remember everything. Okay, no need to remember everything. Basically just you can go here, you can take the assistance. Okay, so version of pandas. Okay, just type version of pandas, it will guide you what is the code actually. See here, you want to say fine, you just use this. Okay, so copy this code, paste here. It's as easy as it. You not write any program. Never we write programs. If you start typing, you get n number of syntax errors. Right? Avoid.
Why is it compulsory, sir, to check the version?
Why? Because see, every month or every twice a month, they are going to release some versions with some different user-defined functions. Okay, so more, for example, in version 2.1, for example, there is no method to read your parquet file. In version 2.2.2, which is the latest version, there is a method, to read the parquet file. So basically, latest version, you get all functionalities. Basically, new
Okay, okay.
will be released. Okay, new functionalities will be released, which is not in the old method. Fine.
Hmm.
So now, when you execute this program, I'll get the version 2.0.3. Okay. Now, how can I upgrade
Version.
pandas? Simply type upgrade pandas. Okay.
Hmm.
So basically, it will show you this. Okay. So just just copy this program. Okay. So let me upgrade, to this. Execute it. Okay, so it starts upgrading. Here it start upgrading to the latest version.
Okay.
Fine. So this is how you need to basically, like upgrade your latest version. Now you can start using your pandas. Similarly, numpy. So same thing, you can use your code, any version basically. Fine. Okay, so import numpy as pd, as np,
Hmm.
np dot, see, underscore version underscore. That is very important. Fine. Right.
Yeah.
So click OK. So what is the version of NumPy? So it is 1.2.4. So what is your NumPy website? Go to your NumPy website. So they are using 2.0. Okay, 2.1
Okay.
release. Recently it has released. 2.0.
Hmm.
So but you are using 1.2.7,
1.1.
old version. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Upgrade. Where? So
Upgrade NumPy.
yes. NumPy. That's it. Okay, it gets upgraded. Fine. So basically this is how we will try to, if we don't want just we can minimize this, we can delete all these things. Fine. Okay. So this is how, basically we'll check the version of your pandas. Now it is latest version, no problem. Now basically let us, okay, so program to read data from CSV, okay, using pandas. That's it.
Hmm.
Copy this program. Fine. Never waste your time in writing your programs, but you are not recognized basically for that. You are recognized for your analytical capabilities. Fine. Now basically, so now see here, you are importing the pandas as PD and you are defining the file path variable. Okay, this is your file path. Okay. Now
You will delete and put the path.
that's it. So just delete this, and which CSV file here you want to basically you want to load, product CSV file. We have dot product CSV file. Okay. So just what you do,
Yeah.
right click, just copy path. Okay. Then put a
Hmm.
paste it. That's it. Okay. So similarly now you are storing the path of your product CSV here in the file path. You are passing this file path to the read CSV function, read CSV
Yeah.
function, which is present inside your pandas. So I'm executing this read CSV function with help of pd.csv and I'm passing the file name. So once it reads the data set of your products, it is going to store in something called as data. So what I can do, instead of data, I can write a meaningful name called data set. Right? It is nothing but product data set. What is that? Product data set.
Product data.
That's it. Okay, fine. Now, what I'm doing, I want, see, in this product, just I want to, just I will, see, I want, see, whenever I mention hash, it is a comment, it won't execute, okay? Just now I want to print, okay, this product data set. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, on the console. That's it. Okay, fine. Now I want to execute this program. Just click on this R, shift plus enter. Shift plus enter. That's it. This is your
printed.
data. Fine. You are getting all the data basically. Fine. Suppose I don't want all your data. I need only your first five, what you call rows in your data set. Then I
Okay.
use what's called as product data set, that variable. Okay, dot head function. I use head function. So when I use head function, it will show you basically first five rows. Now see here,
First.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? These are row indexes actually. These are all row indexes. Every row in your data set is having index. It's called as a row index.
Can we decide how the number of row we can see?
Yes, yes, yes. So now let me just what do you call comment this and uncomment this, so that let me see first five rows. You see here only first five rows. Okay, I'm able to.
Okay, okay. By default, it will show first five.
But you are seeing only first five rows, but it is spanning a lot because you have many columns. Product ID is one column. In the first five rows, it is printing in the next page. Product name again next page. Price and description column again last page is features. Okay, even you can restructure all these
Mm-hmm.
in a one frame. You can restructure everything to print in a side by side manner. It's called
In a
basically
single frame.
it's called basically what you call formatting options.
Sorting.
Yeah, that we'll discuss later. Okay,
Okay, okay.
how to do this? Fine. So basically, so this is how we read the data, okay, from your CSV file and show it, print it basically. Fine. So now,
Okay.
now see, let us see what I'm calling it is your data set. For example, products. What is this? It is nothing but your data set, right? Okay, products data set. How this data set is organized? Okay, it is organized in the form of
Yes.
rows and columns. Yes or no?
Rows and columns.
Rows and
Yeah.
columns. Yes or no? Right. So this is nothing but your data set. That is the definition of your data set, where your data is organized in a proper rows and columns. Now, if I take a small subset of your data set, for example, I'll take only this subset. Okay, any subset you take, this subset, anything. Okay, this is nothing but a part of your data set called as data frame. Data frame. Okay, fine. Simply we call it as a DF.
Okay.
Data frame is a subset of your data set or a data structure. It's a small data set, chota data set. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and where, see, in order to predict your machine learning, what you call model or any to run some analysis, I don't want all the data. I will take only subset of your data, then I
Okay.
will do the analysis or develop your machine learning, test your machine learning model, whatever may be. So at that time, I need to create something called as data frames. So how can I create your data frames using your pandas? Okay. So as I told you, for everything you have methods. Okay. And you not worry about
Mm-hmm.
your Anaconda assistance. Okay. So data frames. Okay, in pandas. That's it. Fine. Data frames in pandas. That's it. It'll give a beautiful, excellent coding for you. Okay. Just copy and paste. That's it. Okay. Fine. So now basically what it is doing basically, uh okay, so just 1 minute, let me copy this code. Okay, so minimize. So if you don't want, okay, so just yeah, okay, fine. Now see here, this is a program to create your data frame where we are using your again importing pandas. Remember one thing, every program which you start with import pandas as PD. Fine. Then we are using
Mm-hmm.
function called data frame, method called data frame. Okay, using inside your pandas. Okay, so we are calling one function called data frame. Okay, inside your pandas, whose work is to create your data frame. Now,
Yeah.
okay, now how can I create a data frame? I am first creating the data dictionary, which is nothing but your structure of your data frame. So what is my structure of the data frame? So it is like this: name, age, city. These are the columns. Okay, Fine. And
Okay.
what is the content in your name? This is the content. Okay. Alice, Bob, then Charlie. This is the content
Mm-hmm.
in your age,
Bob, Charlie.
25, 30, 35. This is the content in your city, Newark, Los Angeles, Chicago. This is nothing but your data frame, sir, actually.
Chicago.
This is nothing but, so what we are doing, we are splitting each and every column into arrays. Okay. We are splitting each and every column into
Yeah.
array. So we have used this column into one array. So we are defining one array. What is an array? It is a set of variables. Okay, grouped together. Okay, this is a basically, it is a string array
Yeah.
because we have different strings here. Age is a basically integer array way because we have
Mm-hmm.
integers here. City is also a string array. So we are defining three different arrays. They are nothing but your columns of your data set or data frame. And we are also telling that in these columns, these data should get populated. These data should get populated. These data should get populated. Okay. That is, we are trying to frame something called as data dictionary. This is nothing but called as data dictionary. What is data dictionary? Okay, it is a structure of your data frame, skeleton, okay, of your data frame, where when I say data is equal to like this is the format how we can go through the data dictionary. Okay, a data dictionary is formed. Okay, so data dictionary is nothing but a set of your array elements. Okay, where I'm passing this data dictionary as a parameter to the data frame. That's it. Once you pass this data dictionary as a parameter data frame, automatically it will create the data frame like this. It is a very small subset
Okay.
of the data set. Now what I'll do, just execute your program. Okay, execute your, now see here, print df. Now see here, it has created
Okay.
a very small data frame having your rows and columns. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is nothing but your small data frame. Okay, having three rows, okay, and three columns. Okay, this is nothing but a data set actually. Fine, it's nothing but
Yeah.
a data set, but I'm calling it as a data frame. Now, each and every row is identified by a row index. Okay, fine. This is nothing but your row index. The first row index is 0, second row index is 1, third row index is 2. Okay,
Two.
so basically, I can say, these row indexes are used to extract the data in your data frame. For example, I want to extract the city of a particular candidate with a name as Bob. I can use a row
Mm-hmm.
index of 1. Okay, so like this, row index is used to perform certain data manipulation operations in your data frames. Okay, so hope you understood what is data set, what is data frame, how can we create your reading data set,
Yes. Yes.
how can we create your data frames. So we use data frame method in order to create your data frames in your pandas. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So so practice these sessions. Okay, so basically how can we use this? For example, now see in your Power BI. Okay, so far we are extracting the data from your Excel sheet, we are extracting data from your Fabric, we are extracting data from your C database or
Mm-hmm.
website. We did web scraping, but never we extracted the data, okay, from your pandas or Python programming. Yes or no? But you
Yeah.
have provision. Now this is your data set, this is nothing but your table, small table set, where you can extract the data. This data frame what you created here in your Power BI, also you can visualize this report. You can visualize
Yeah.
the data. For example, you want to visualize what is this age of a particular names of a person. You can visualize in the form of a bar chart like this. This is an age. This is a name. Okay, this is an age. Okay, so Ali is having what you call it, 25, and this guy is having a 30. This guy is having 35. Okay, this is the visualization
Mm-hmm.
of this. I can do it in your Power BI by importing this data frame from your pandas. Okay,
Okay.
how can I do that? How can I do that? So let me get into your Power BI. So Power BI desktop. Okay, get into your Power BI desktop very quickly. So now we will connect your Power BI desktop to your Python server, which is locally installed. See, one thing what you should understand, your Power BI doesn't, it doesn't know about your Jupyter, because Jupyter is a completely online platform, cloud
Yeah.
platform. Okay, but your Power BI is a desktop platform. right? Your Power BI
Yeah.
is desktop platform. So if there is a case, how is that relation? Right? It doesn't know, right? So that is the reason why we need
Mhm.
to, if you want to make your Power BI to understand the Python coding, see, basically whenever you write your Python coding in your Power BI should have one Python platform to execute, right? So
Okay.
your Power BI will start searching entire your system, your computer, whether you install your Python server in your computer or not. Okay.
Okay.
If you have a Python local server installed, then only it will start executing the program in your Power BI. Otherwise, it will throw an error because it doesn't understand
Yes.
what is Python, it doesn't understand what is Pandas. So it will take the help of your local Python server, what I installed.
Mhm.
Okay. So, for example, if I go for control panel, okay, already I installed a Python local server programs, okay, program files. I'll tell you in the next class how to install your Python. Just search for the Python. Okay, see here,
Okay.
already installed a Python. Okay, latest version of Python.
Mhm.
So this is a local server. It is not IDE server. It is a local server what I installed physically with my hands in your system. Okay, so with
Okay.
local server, your Power BI will communicate to execute your programs in your Python because it doesn't know about your IDE. It doesn't know about your Jupyter Colab or whatever maybe.
Yeah.
So how can we connect now? See here, click on Get Data, click on More, click on More. Okay, so we have something called as Others. Okay, here you have something called as Python script. You are able to see Python script. Click on it. Click on Connect. Automatically, one Python IDE will be script. IDE. Now see here, whatever the coding you are writing here, it gets executed in your Python server, which has been installed in your program files of your C. Suppose if you are not
Okay.
installed in your, you can check in your computer, you have not installed, this will not come. It will ask you to install. It will throw an error.
Mhm.
Fine. So after this class, go and what you call copy the program. It will throw an error basically. So what I'll do,
Mm.
I'll go to my Jupyter, I'll copy the program, this same program. Okay, fine. I copy it,
Yeah.
minimize, paste it here. That's it. Paste it here. That's it. You can understand everything because already your Power BI has detected that there is a Python server installed in your local system and it has detected. It is well known. Okay, it is known. It is known that there is a Python server in
Yeah.
local system. I can use this execute this program on that Python server and get the results. What is the result? My data frame. Now just click OK. Now see here, automatically it is connected to your Python server. It is trying to execute the code, create the data frame and import the data frame and put into your data frame or load into your data frame to your data, what you call pane. Okay. Now,
Okay.
now see here. Now see here it is asking. See here it's connected to your Python. Okay, executed. The program is executed. Just wait for some time. Here, DF. That's it. So select it. That's it. Same thing, right?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
The data frame what we created, right? Right.
Yes. Yes.
Now just click on load data. So one that is you are loading your data frame. What you execute, what you created in your Python. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Hope you are able to get right. So basically, this is how we can create your data frames in your what you call Jupyter environment, okay, and use that programs, okay, and run in your Power BI environment and load the data frames, okay, in your Power BI like this. Now DF is not a good name. Okay, go for your Power Query editor. Okay, so transform. Just click on transform. Change the name of your Power Query editor. Okay, just is your okay instead of data frame, just make it as data frame. That's it. Click enter. Okay, so just click on close and apply. So it gets applied. So you have successfully changed the name of your table. Now you want to visualize. Okay, so just you can visualize. So click on your what you call the filter. You can visualize. Okay, your what is the age? Okay, what is your age with respect to name? Okay, fine. That's it. So you can just what you call you want to see the age. Okay, so go to your what do you call the settings. Click on data labels. That's it. You can add some background color also. Fine. Okay, background effects. So this is how we visualize, we perform certain EDA activities. Okay, we visualize your data. Okay, so with the help of your Python programming. So far we did all
Yeah.
this, right? But now with the help of your Python programming, pandas libraries, we created data sets and we are visualizing with the help of your Power BI.
Yeah.
Understood, right? Okay. So this is enough for your class. Okay, please try to do some hands-on. Try to execute your Python programs in your MATLAB. You get a number of errors. Okay, don't worry. Try to uh, find how can you minimize the errors. Basically, how can you come out of this problem? Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow class, I will help you how to install your Python in your local system, how to configure your Python to your Power BI. Right? Okay.
Okay.
Let me save this program. Sorry, file. Python source. Okay, report from Python source.
Yeah.
Okay, just click on others. Right, because we work on this file in the future also. Right, yeah. Right? Click on save. That's it.
Yeah.
See, even you have visualization. Basically, like you have this is basically you are importing the data and you are visualizing the thing. You can even visualize an element. Okay, so of your Python. So we have something called as here py, right? Just this is nothing but a Python visual. Just click on this Python visual. See here, it gets added. So just do undo. See, please select your canvas when you are adding a visualization. Okay, now see here a Python visualization is added. Click on enable. Okay, now see here this is the Python visualization. Fine, where you can write some coding. Still, it is not enabled. See here your script is basically your environment is not enabled for the coding. So as such, just select some anything. Basically, click on this edge. So now see here it's enabled. Basically, you start writing the coding. Fine, and you can execute basically. Fine. Okay, so these things will
Yeah.
discuss in the next class. Fine. Okay, fine. So just let me delete. Fine. Fine, others. See you in the next class. Just do some hands-on so that it will be very useful for your career. Fine. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Good night.